Sensor Node Hardware, Berkeley Modes, Sensor Network Programming Challenges, Node Level Software Platform, Operating System Design Issues. Introduction to Sensor Node Hardware. A real-world sensor network application most likely has to incorporate all these elements subject to energy, bandwidth, computation, storage, and real-time constraint. There are two types of programming for sensor networks, those carried out by end user and those performed by application developers. Sensor node hardware. Sensor node hardware can be grouped into three categories, each of which entails a different trade-offs in the design choice. Augmented general purpose computers, dedicated embedded sensor nodes, system on chip SoC nodes. Augmented general purpose computers. These nodes typically run off-the-shelf operating systems such as WinCE, Linux or real-time operating systems and use standard wireless communication protocols such as IEEE 802.11, Bluetooth, Zigbee, etc. Because of their relatively high processing capability, they can accommodate wide variety of sensors ranging from simple microphones to more sophisticated video cameras. It is simply supported by popular programming languages. Examples include low-power PCs, embedded PC, custom-designed PC, and various personal digital assistants (PDA). Dedicated embedded sensor nodes. These platforms typically use commercial off-the-shelf chipsets with emphasis on small form factor, low power processing and communication, and simple sensor interfaces. Because of their codes PCU, this platform typically supports at least one programming language such as C. However, in order to keep the program footprint small to accommodate their small memory size, programmers of these platforms are given full access to hardware but rarely any operating system support. Examples include the Berkeley Mode family, the ULCA Medusa family, Ember nodes, and MIT MicroAmp. A classical example is the Tiny OS platform and its comparison programming language. System on chip SoC node. These platforms try to push the hardware limits by fundamentally rethinking the hardware architecture trade-off for a sensor node at the chip design level. The goal is to find new ways of integrating CMOS, MEMS, and RF technologies to build extremely low power and small footprint sensor nodes that still provide certain sensing, computation, and communicating capabilities. Examples of SoC hardware include small DAS that BWRC, Pico radio node, and the Pasta node. Berkeley Modes. Berkeley Mode platform, as it is an open hardware software smart sensing platform with a large user community. The Berkeley Mode platform was developed under the Network Embedded System technology called as NEST, Network Embedded System Technology Program, with the quantitative target of building dependable, real-time, distributed, embedded application comprising hundreds of thousands of simple computing nodes. Berkeley Mode Tiny, self-contained battery-powered computers with radio links which enable to communicate and exchange data with one another and to self-organize into ad hoc network. Modes form the building blocks of wireless sensor network. The platform consists of four basic components: power, sensors, computation, and communication. These modes are autonomous and connectable to other modes. The main advantages are small physical size, low cost, modest power consumption, and diversity in design and usage. The latest versions of Berkeley Moat include Mica Z, Mica 2 and Mica 2 dot processor boards that are given in the figure. The modes have improvements in memory and radio over processor, and specifications are summarized. The same sensor boards can also be used for Mica Z and modified for use with Mica 2 dot. Characteristics of Mica Z, Mica 2 and Mica 2 dot processor boards are given in the tabulation below. It consists of flash memory. The comparison is between the flash memory, measurement memory, EEPROM, AD channel frequency, data rate, outdoor range and size for Mica Z, Mica 2 and Mica 2 dot. The modes have the versatility to connect different printed circuit board PCB, that is, the modes have the modularity to support different types of sensors. Users can switch the sensor board or customize it depending on the other hardware components. The current sensor board designed for the Mica 2 platform includes MST101CA, MST300CA, MST310CA, MST400CA, and finally MST420CA. Sensor network programming challenges. Traditional programming technologies rely on operating systems to provide abstraction for processing, input-output, networking, and user interaction hardware. When applying such a model to programming networked embedded systems such as sensor network, the application programmers need to explicitly deal with message passing, event synchronization, interrupt handling, and sensor reading. As a result, an application is typically implemented as a finite state machine (FSM) that covers all extreme cases, unreliable communication channel, long delays, irregular arrival of messages, simultaneous events, and many more. For resource-constrained embedded system with real-time requirement, several mechanisms are used in embedded operating system to reduce code size, improve response time, and reduce energy consumption. The microkernel technologies modularize the operating system so that only the necessary parts are developed with the application. Real-time scheduling allocates resources to more urgent tasks so that they can be finished early. Event-driven execution allows the system to fall into lower power sleep mode when no interesting events need to be processed. At the extreme, embedded operating systems tends to expose more hardware control to the programmers, who now have to find difficulty facing the device drivers and scheduling algorithms and optimize code at the assembly level. Although these techniques may work well for small, standalone embedded systems, they do not scale up for the programming of sensor networks for two reasons. And the two reasons includes sensor networks are large-scale distributed system and sensor nodes deploy embed into the physical world. Sensor networks are large-scale distributed systems where global properties are derivable from program execution in a massive number of distributed nodes. Distributed algorithms themselves are hard to implement, especially when infrastructure support is limited due to the ad hoc formation of the system and constrained power, memory, and bandwidth resources. A sensor node deploy embed into the physical world, whereas the sensor network should be able to respond to multiple concurrent stimuli at the speed of change of physical phenomena of interest. There is no single universal design methodology for all applications. Depending on the specific task of the sensor network and the better way the sensor nodes are organized, certain methodologies and platforms may be better choice than others. For instance, if the network is used for monitoring a small set of phenomena and the sensor nodes are organized in a simple star topology, then a client-server software module would be sufficient. If a network is used for monitoring a large area for a single access point, and if user queries can be decoupled into aggregation of sensor readings from a subset of nodes, then a tree structure that is rooted at the base station is a better choice. However, if the phenomena to be monitored are moving targets, as in the target tracking, then neither the simple client-server model nor the tree organization is optimal. More sophisticated design and methodologies and platforms are required. Node-level software platform. Most design methodologies for sensor network software are node-centric, where programmers think in terms of how a node should behave in the environment. A node-level platform can be node-centric operating system which provides hardware and networking abstraction of a sensor node to programmers, or it can be a language platform which provides a library of components to programmers. A typical operating system abstracts the hardware platform by providing a set of services for applications that includes file management, memory allocation, task scheduling, peripheral device drivers, and networking. For embedded system, due to their highly specialized applications and limited resources, their operating systems make different trade-offs when providing these services. For example, if there is no file management requirement, then a file system is obviously not needed. If there is no dynamic memory allocation, the memory management can be simplified. If prioritization among tasks is critical, then a more elaborate priority scheduling mechanism may be added.